Hey y'all, Rick Fearless, Joker's Dallas, Joker's Ice House, Punchwally Garage. I look pretty big there. Scoot that thing back there, Jack. Okay. Good morning, how you doing, all right? Today is Sunday, June the 2nd, 2024, year of our Lord. In today's show, we will cover the Dallas Times-Herald, a broken clock, and dogs. Yes, I said dogs. In My Life, the 366 Project, coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas in a powerful CHUMP studio. Brought to you by Reliable Diamond Tool, ready2.com. That's REDITOO.com. Check it out. Today, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1970. So in 1970, my brother and I were 13 and 14 years old. That's about when we got our first job. I mean, we had jobs of mowing yards and things like that. Back then, you'd mow somebody's yard, front and back, and edge it for $5. Well, we got our first real job to where you were on a schedule, you had to have it done by a certain time, and you had to do it every day, and it was called the Dallas Times-Herald. So we were throwing a newspaper for the Dallas Times-Herald. And it was, you know, back then they had the Dallas Morning News, which came out every morning, and it had to be on the doorstep, I think, by 7 a.m. And then you had the Dallas Times-Herald, a competing newspaper that had to be on the door by 5 p.m. So when we got out of school at 3:30 and you got home by 4, you had an hour to roll the newspapers and throw them. And Rand and I had different routes that were, in the neighborhood by where we lived. And I remember that I enjoyed the newspaper job. I say that. If it was raining, I didn't enjoy it. If it was really cold, I didn't enjoy it. But, you know, you hurry up, you folded those newspapers, and you had the Dallas Times-Herald bike rack you threw on the back of your bike, and then you rode through the neighborhood throwing the newspaper, and you got really good at throwing it with both hands. And some people wanted it porched, meaning you had to get off your bike and take it up and put it on the front porch. Those were pretty cool times back then. And, you know, we got like a regular paycheck. It wasn't getting cash from the guy down the street for mowing his yard. You got a paycheck with your name on it. And then you got tip money from the customers when you went collecting. There were always those deadbeats that didn't want to, oh, well, you missed me 3 days last, No, I didn't. I remember Pop had to go collect from one, let's see, I don't want to cuss on air, one deadbeat that was always trying to stiff me. So Pop went and collected the money for me. He went with me. All right, Dallas Times-Herald, first job ever. And years later, the Dallas Morning News bought them out because they were competition. Okay, let's check that truck. Check that truck. You big old... Woo-hoo-hoo! Bronze. Chuck Taylor. High top, Gore-Tex, boot bottom, white toe, white sole, double black racing stripes, no vent hose, brown and black logo, bronze shoestrings, one eye down, double knotted for safety. These are, say it with me, y'all, these are some handsome Chucks. All right, where you at, boy? Well, don't like to brag, but I'm at the bar. Here's my 3 pool tables. Little did I know years ago when I got that poster that Herschel Walker would, this is Tony Dorsett and Herschel Walker, that Herschel Walker would become a great friend. This place is like a little museum. And I'd like you to come see us. All you need is love, baby. That's all you need. It's Joe T and me with the great Donnie Smith up in Minneapolis. Look at all the snow. Okay, so let's check on Grandma's calendar. When we last heard from Grandma, Dixie had been in the hospital for 5 days. Let's hope she comes home today. So 75 years ago today, June 2nd, 1949, Grandma wrote, I went to the hospital and stayed all evening with Dixie. Chester and Ethel came over tonight. Another big rain tonight. So Dixie is spending her 6th day in the hospital. You got to be pretty sick to spend 6 days in the hospital. Dad joke. What do you call a broken clock? A waste of time. Get off the... Hey, first of all, can I brag on something for a minute? I want to brag on my Toyota Tundra. I've got 2 Toyota Tundras. One of them is a 2008 that I've had for years. And that's the... boxing machine talking over there, trying to entice customers. I'm not a cut. The Toyota Tundra, my 2008's got 260,000 miles on it. It's been a shop truck, which means it's had 100 different drivers. They have beat it up. They have bumped it into stuff. They have bent the bumpers. They have knocked out a tail light and a headlight over the years, backing into a dock or something, but they can't stop it. It is bulletproof. Fast forward to the end of 2000, I got my 2000 Toyota Tundra. It's got airbags on it and a lift kit and the big tires and monogram seats, and it's got the it's 4-wheel drive. It's got all the cool stuff on it. I love that truck. It is so easy to drive. It's like a pleasure to drive that truck, and I drive it a lot. I really like it, whether it's hot outside or cold outside. I'm a Toyota truck kind of guy. Built in San Antonio, Texas. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. Everything in life is temporary. So if things are good, enjoy it. When times are bad, don't worry, it will pass. That is true. If you're going through a rough time, stay the course, baby. You'll get through it. Okay, I'm going to leave you with this. Did you know that dogs sweat through their paws? And that, boys and girls, is the rest of the story. I didn't know that, but, you know, I see my dogs, they kind of chew on their paws a little bit. Maybe that's why. Maybe they do it more in the summer. I don't know. Strokers Dallas merch, MERCH.com. Check us out. If you're looking for a bike, strokersonline.com. Shoot me an email, rick@strokersdallas.com. All right, got to go. Love you, bye. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.